I was running late today. Oh my goodness. I have a new setup for us. So hopefully it works out pretty cool and pretty good. I can go ahead and charge the phone while I do the stream. It's awesome. I can reach and focus on everything now. Laptop's not in the way. I can go a little out more if I want to or if I need to. Like so. I'm trying to get the laptop started here. Now, in case you aren't familiar with it, I do have a Instagram. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, I highly recommend that you do, because I do all kinds of cool stuff on Instagram. I get to leak stuff, show the sneak peeks for projects and everything. Same thing with TikTok. And yeah, if you're not already following me, highly recommend you follow me, because you would have known that today we're drawing Ninja Turtles. Now, obviously, you can find these things out whenever we do the live streams and we start drawing. It's very clear what I'm drawing. But for the sake of it, I have a lot of polls that I put up, and I let you guys pick what it is that I'm drawing. And I'm waiting for my laptop to boot up so that way we can go ahead and start putting on some music, and I can get the live stream pulled up, and I can see what you guys are texting me in the chat, that is. I can actually pull it up right here on my phone, the other phone that I have here. Or maybe not. This phone's so new, I don't have YouTube on it. Oh my goodness. But the laptop is on now. Here we go. Also, I'm playing with some new editors and some new editing software. And yeah, maybe some stuff could be cool. Let's go ahead and start off with some music, because it is far too quiet in here. I'm going to go ahead and go with what we're in the mood for today. Let's go with some basic NCS. I play a lot of non-copyrighted music on my channel while lives are going on. Now we'll go ahead and put on the live stream as well, so that way I can go ahead and see the chat and see what you guys are telling me. I'm sorry I don't have a thumbnail today. I've been slacking on the thumbnail. I didn't have one yesterday either. Alright, that. Let's go with some. Start pulling up some references. I don't know what I want to do for Ninja Turtles. Like, I don't know if I should draw my own versions of them, or if I should draw like the new cartoon versions of them, or like the movie versions. Like, I don't know how I should go about this. Like, do I draw it in my own style? Do I attempt like a live action drawing of the Ninja Turtles I grew up with? Do I draw, the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles? Like, what are we doing? How are we doing this? Do it in my own style. Another thing I was wondering was, do I draw all 4 of them, or do I draw one at a time? I'm looking at references for turtle posing for like all 4 of them. But I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do yet. All right. Movie 2. What are you talking about? I'll go ahead and turn this on. We have multiple lights now. Mega Shredder. It's called the Super Shredder. Thank you very much. Alright. And we're focusing on turtles today. Now, do I draw one at a time or do I draw all of them? Oh, when they jump. You talking about in the beginning? I got 3 poses I'm working with right now that I'm looking at. Two of them are like rooftop poses, and another one is them jumping. Let's see. I miss practical effects. Okay, I don't know when's the last time you watched Ninja Turtles, but that jump is not as cool as we remember it. They're not even throwing out a kick or nothing. Do I do a rooftop scene or them jumping? Maybe like they're jumping through an alleyway or something? I don't know. That's Shred. Yeah, you're right. That is Splinter. I have no idea. We're drawing Ninja Turtles today. I'm trying to debate how I want to do it. I don't know if I'm gonna draw them like posted up on a rooftop somewhere, or if I want to draw them jumping off of roofs. Yeah, what? Yeah, don't answer, bro. Let's say a lot of y'all want the rooftop. Jumping off the roof. Jumping. Let's do this. Perfect. don't know what this song is, but it's kind of going hard right now. Do y'all see what I'm trying to do? Go. Something like that. Cool, cool. As long as y'all understand what I'm trying to do. I know I'm very quiet right now. I'm looking at an old school Ninja Turtles little poster thing. It's like the ones I grew up with. And it's like they're all jumping off the roof. And so I'm going to take that background idea and then I'm going to just come up with my own poses. Because why not? What's up? How am I feeling tonight? I'm alright. I could be better, but I'm okay. Appreciate you asking. Thank you. I feel a little funky because, like, I don't know. I just made my wife dinner, and then like I made enough for both of us, but I just don't want to eat today. I don't know why. It's one of those days, I guess. One of those weird ones. But we're drawing Ninja Turtles today, so we can't feel bad, because Ninja Turtles are awesome. Junk food is bad. What are you talking about junk food? I made salmon and what's it called? I don't know. What is it? Rice. Salmon and rice. That's what I made. That's a good boy. I made good food. Eating make happy. Oh yeah, I did have curly fries earlier. I forgot about that. I did not bring my water in here. We're gonna have to survive off some gum then. I don't like junk food. I did carnivore for a while. I'm debating going back to carnivore because I just felt good for a little bit. It does get depression though after a while. I won't lie. Carnivore sucks after a little bit. Oh shit. I saw your video, by the way. I commented on some of your videos this morning. I went and checked out your channel. Oatmeal. I don't know how to feel about oatmeal lately. Because, like, you grow up and you hearing all that stuff is good for you. And then, like, and now they say everything's bad. Like, I heard John Cena in an interview and he said, don't eat oatmeal. He was like, oatmeal belongs in the basement and that's food for, like, the apocalypse because it lasts forever. And I was like, well then. I don't know what to do with that now. I'm gonna go check them out. I was just looking for a background, you guys. Most of it's gonna get blacked out anyways. I think the most details gonna be here and here, probably. Bro, I don't know what these songs are today, but they're kind of a bop. I'm feeling it. How's everybody else's day going? I got asked about my day. How is y'all's day? That's cool. Look at that. We just made a whole building. Yeah, I was in karate for all of middle school and most of high school, and I did the nunchucks. That was my first weapon I I got really skilled with. And then I wasn't asking you to get nothing. But yeah, no, I was in karate, and the nunchuck was the first weapon I used. So I was like, instantly, as soon as I saw that, I thought about that Michelangelo scene from the Secret of the Ooze when they pull out the nunchucks, and he's like, "Oh, a fellow chucker, huh?" And they have that whole nunchuck scene, that whole back and forth. You were in Taekwondo for 6 years. That's cool. I was I had a karate thing for my school, and so it was called Kickstart Kids. It was a Chuck Norris thing. It was a Chung Kukudo. In English, I think it means the universal way. It was cool though. I liked it. I did nunchucks. I did all the Ninja Turtle weapons actually. I did nunchucks, the katana, and then the bow staff. And I like the bow staff and the nunchucks the most. I didn't like the size. Honestly, I thought the size sucked. I was like, nunchucks are way better. Sidekicks. I don't know if I know that one. I might have to go and check it out. I think I've heard of it, honestly. I got into nunchucks because of Bruce Lee and Liu Kang in Mortal Kombat. Yeah, we're doing some Ninja Turtles today. Trying to just graph out and figure out who I want where. Mortal Kombat characters, okay. Ginormous spoiler alert. Alright, my brother-in-law brought it up during last week's stream that I should get back into gaming and bringing in some games. And everyone jumped on me and said it would be awesome. And so I've been thinking about slowly bringing in gaming by first adapting some video game characters into drawings. So for anyone who doesn't know, I like to play fighting games. Am I good at them? Not always. But with that being said, I would play games like Injustice, Mortal Kombat, or wrestling. And the videos would start with me playing that game and then like probably hitting, random, select, and it'll land on a character and then I end up drawing that character. So I don't know. I don't know how it's all gonna work out yet, but spoiler alert, because it's something I was thinking about. I'm thinking this is gonna be Donatello. I didn't know if I wanted it to be Leonardo with his swords right here, or if I want to do Donatello with, spinning the bow staff. What do you think? Who's going right here? I think this is gonna be Raphael with the size. I think that'd be cool. I really want to do one of Raphael by himself because I want to use the TMNT scene when they're on the rooftop and he's like, he's having that whole dialogue scene with Leonardo and he's like, whoever said I wanted to be led and, I'm better than you. And they have that whole cool scene and like, I want to draw Raphael and Leo fighting at some point. I think that'd be cool. You said this should be a Leonardo? Maybe we'll have this be Donatello spinning the bow staff. Of course, we're gonna draw Michelangelo going the hardest right here. The nunchucks at his side. Michelangelo is so cool. I thought it was so sad. I remember when The Last Ronin was coming out and everybody was like, who's the turtle? And then like, we all find out that it's Michelangelo. And I was so heartbroken. So I was like, Mikey's the best turtle. Like, he's the funniest one. He's the lighthearted one. And then like, to find out that all the other brothers died. And then he was the last Ronin. He was the last of the turtles. It was really sad. How's that looking? Is this looking cool? Nunchucks are difficult to learn, dude. It's like, no spoilers. They're working on the second and third parts of The Last Ronin already. If that's spoilers now, you're like, that's COVID era spoilers right there. Like, you should have known that. Someone told me to draw these in my style too, so it's a little bit interesting because like, I remember drawing Ninja Turtles a lot as a kid. I've never really drawn them as an adult, so this should be interesting. I used to love drawing Ninja Turtles. I drew them a lot, honestly. And I am a big proponent of the belts. You don't get rid of the belt. I'm also a proponent for the do-rag on Raphael. I don't know why. I love it. I love it. You get everybody else a bandana, but Raphael's got to get a do-rag. I have no idea why. Again, as I stated, I don't know. But I feel like it just works for Raph. Now, I'm not going to go Michael Bay on it, but they do have muscles. Alright. And it'd be wrong not to give it to them. Cause he hot. You hate his charm? Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what it comes with, you know? I remember as a kid, there is that scene with Splinter, and it always stuck out to me, and I never understood why until like I got older. And it was whenever Splinter tells Raphael to come and sit down with him and to talk. And he's like, "Can't he wait till morning?" He's like, "No, I can't wait till morning." And so he goes and sits down, and you think he's about to get his butt torn, you know? But then like he talks about how he's strong and he's brave because he deals with it alone. But like he talks about how it's a weakness for him to deal with, you know, his anger and everything by himself, that he has his brothers, and not to forget that. And that always stood out to me for some reason as a kid. And then I got older and I heard it again and I got super emotional. But yeah, no, nunchucks are hard. Sorry, I got ADHD, by the way. So if I ever like am talking to you and then I forget, like, and this goes for anybody, I didn't forget about you. I got ADHD. My mind goes other places. And I'm not just saying it. I was diagnosed with ADHD before everybody and their mama got diagnosed with ADHD. When it was a bad thing to have it, that's when I got diagnosed. You got ADHD too? Yeah, that's why I was so good with the nunchucks. I got hit a few times, but you know, you learn. It's great though. I love nunchucks. Um, but what I was saying about it was, it's hard, dude. It's you really, if you don't use it, you lose it. That I feel like applies to nunchucks for sure. Because if you aren't practicing and you're not training it, then you'll lose it real quick. Who's really in charge of the group? I have no idea. It's honestly a mix of Leo and Raph, for sure. It is Leo. It is Leo. But I don't know. They fight a lot, and I think sometimes they take turns at who's in charge. Yeah, that's exactly how it happened for me. I was doing karate, and I got to um, red belt with the black stripe. I was a belt away from the actual black belt, and I started doing boxing and other stuff. I got interested in other things. Yeah, I remember we used to do. We had a demo team, and we would do like shows and stuff, displaying, demonstrating karate and all that. And I remember I had the nunchucks, and they gave me like bamboo nunchucks. Right, those are the first pair I got. I had a pair myself, but they were glass, and they were like, don't use those. Like you're gonna get hurt. And so then they took those away from me, and they gave me a pair of bamboo nunchucks, and they were bamboo nunchucks, and I was using them. And I remember I used them, and I was so fast with them that you couldn't see me. And so like it was a flex, but at the same time I got in trouble because they were like, Juan, you gotta slow down. And then they gave me like silver coated ones, so it was like it was some type of wrap. But yeah, I got in trouble because you couldn't see me. You couldn't see the nunchucks. You could just hear them whistling in the wind, and then they had to get some that were like chrome looking, so that way people can see the light reflecting off of them at least. Yeah, I got some at the flea market that were made out of glass, or I think my dad made them. I don't remember, but yeah, I got in trouble. I got in trouble with those ones. They're like, don't use those. And I was like, okay. All right, how's this looking, you guys? We're looking pretty good here. Pretty decent. Looking dope. Appreciate it. Sorry if I get super quiet. I just get focused sometimes. And I'm like, I'm lost in the sauce, you know? Do I ever make comic books? I used to as a kid. I used to like make comic books of stuff I would watch. So like the first comic book I made that I remember was it was Jaws. I remember I watched Jaws and I made a comic book that was Jaws. And it was like the ending scene whenever they're on the boats and Quint dies and then Matt Hooper gets lost in the ocean and it was just like, oh. I want to make comic books. It's part of why I do this. It's kind of a mentality of doing it every day until I get famous. Like, but yeah, let's see what happens with it all. I'm learning currently and attempting to figure out how to sell my art. Trying to figure out how to sell prints and stuff like that. And so that's new. That's something right there within itself. But yeah. I want to do some cool thing. I used to make flip books too. Flip books are cool. Unique arts. Thank you. Appreciate it. Welcome to the live stream. So you guys play games? Anybody play games in here? I've been playing a zombie game lately called State of Decay. I've been trying to figure that out. It's an old game, but it's somewhat new for me, so I've just been rocking it. Are we doing both these legs back? Or are we gonna do one down? You do daily streams? What time do you stream? Maybe I'll catch one. Or what console you play on? How about that? Maybe I'll play you in a stream. I don't stream games, but I might be down for a round of Mortal Kombat or something. PC, you stream around 11 a.m. Central Time. Okay, cool. So I could probably catch one of your streams then. That's usually when I finish editing and uploading my videos. So I do the live streams. My live streams are my primary focus. It's easy cash grab. But honestly, I do the videos and everything. You know, time lapse the live stream for everyone who can't catch the lives. I like the interactions though. I don't like the idea of just doing videos because I like to talk to people. But yeah, no. I currently, I have games I'm working on. Like I said, figuring it out with you know, integrating gaming into the channel. But I don't want to screw things up. We got a good thing going here too. I don't want it to just become about gaming and stuff. I've seen it. I've seen you get loud. Like I said, I went and checked out a few of your videos. I didn't know how old they were, but I was like, okay, this is what this guy's about. Cool. I'm glad you guys said to do the Ninja Turtles today too. I was like, I didn't really know what to do today, and I've been wanting to do Ninja Turtles for a while now, anyways. So I was like, please, God. Oh, those are recent. Crazy. It's the faces that I'm kind of worried about because, like, I don't know how I want to draw them. But, like, I think we're about to just go for it, bro. We're going to start with the boy Raphael here. Like I said earlier, I'm in the do-rag. Or maybe not, but it looks like shit. Sorry for any children who are here. Oh, you know what? You know what? I have multiple tripods now, so I get to play around with some angles here. Let's go ahead and do this. We can pick this up. Dope ninjas? I have no idea. I haven't really tried to. Got my wrestling figures over there. I don't know. It's just a non-copyright playlist. I don't know what the music is. It's non-copyrighted bangers. That's what it is. No, I'm not gonna say that. Non-copyrighted heat. There you go. It is pretty cool. Some of these songs I was like, dang, you know, like I gotta figure out what these songs are. How's that look for a Ninja Turtle face? There we go, make his shell a little bit bigger. Let's work on Michelangelo here. Right? I agree. Ah. COVID-19. Crazy. How's that look there? It's like all right. You know what I'll look up real quick? The Michael Bay version of Donatello. I liked all the gadgets and stuff he had equipped on him. Kind of see what his face looks like right quick. Or should I just go old school with like the original bandana and nothing more? All right, we're gonna do this. What do y'all think of this new position, this new pose for the camera? I think it's kind of cool. I've been wanting to experiment new poses. I felt like that was something that was really missing on some of those time-lapse videos. Was like the poses were kind of whack. So I was like, man, this is kind of... It's hard. When it's hard for you to watch your own video, that's how you know you got to change something, you know? Definitely better. I do have Discord. I don't know what advid means. I'm not bright. I went to public school and not the good ones. But I do have a Discord. Do I know the name of that Discord? I do not. But I can link up with you. If you follow me on Instagram, I don't know if you have Instagram, but look up Juan Anthony Art on Instagram. We can link up for sure. Religiously. Okay. I was literally about to Google that right now. So thank you. Thanks for saving me the embarrassment. So I don't know why. Like, I know Leo has the strap, right? He's known for having the strap. I always feel like Donnie needs a strap too. You gotta have him holding it in the right spot. That's another thing I don't like about some people who draw like the comic books for these is like they just draw stuff places. They don't even take the time to like make sure they're not screwing stuff up, you know? Like you gotta hold a nunchuck towards the top. I've seen it in the movies and in comics when they hold it right here at the bottom. And I was like, you can do that for sure. You're gonna mollywop yourself. All right. I need to figure out how to do Donatello's. Yeah. I find middle and upwards is better for me. When I hold it from the bottom, that I'm asking to get smacked, you know? I'm trying to look for pictures of him spinning the staff because I want to know where to put his hands at. That's kind of a cool concept. Let me see that. So I have his hands open like that. And then just kind of have the... Where's my stick? So we're going to do 4 inches like that. No, not like that. About right there. Okay. I need a French curve already. There's stencils and stuff. I got like my eyes on. Yeah, hurry up and get some. So I'm gonna get this tape here and I'm gonna kind of smush it a little bit. Just doing this. I'm gonna use it like a French curve. All right, I gotta move the paper around. There we go. How's that looking? Is that better? Looking good? We gotta work on Leo now for sure. I'm gonna try something else. This might be a stretch right here, but like, I wanna see what it looks like, you know? I wanna see if it's too much. I have a bunch of tripods because I had a YouTube channel before, as I've stated a few times. So I'm trying to play with angles and stuff here lately, as I've stated again earlier. So I'm gonna take this off of here. And we are going to slap that on here. There we go. Now you guys can see what I'm doing. And now it's more intimate because I'm like right here in your ear. How nice is that? Super dope. Appreciate it. There is a helicopter outside. I wonder why. Now, God, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but now it's a terrible time for a zombie apocalypse. There we go. Again, this is one of those times a French curve would really come in handy. Helicopters and cops. God, this is really a bad time for a zombie apocalypse. But in all realness, let everything be okay. In Jesus' name, amen. I am a Christian. I'm gonna put that out there right now. I hope that doesn't bother. I hope that doesn't bother anybody. But yeah, just want to put that out there. Something the Bible says not to shy away from or hide. But as long as it doesn't bother you, then we're cool. If it does bother you, I'm sorry. Kind of gotta figure that out though. You're also a Christian, but you also believe in Buddhism. In what sense do you believe in Buddhism? Like, do you believe in karma? Like, do you believe meditation is good? I believe meditation is good. I think meditation is another form of prayer. I think karma is real. I think, it's like the Bible says, you reap what you sow. This is a great angle. Thank you. What do you think of Donatello with the open hands here? Kind of iffy about it. Should we put one hand with the open hand and the other hand like off to the side somewhere? I can somewhat see how you can see that in a Christian perspective. I'm not gonna tell you it's wrong because I don't know everything. I think reincarnation is real in the sense that we don't die, we go to heaven, we keep living in another life. But I don't know about reincarnation in the sense that when we die, we come back to life as something else. Because personally, I don't want to deal with this again. Not that it was bad. I don't want to deal with this again. Yeah. I believe there's definitely a creator. So we're going to do here the same thing I did over here. Exactly. The best way I heard somebody say it was like when you look at a building, that building didn't just appear there. Someone obviously made that building. And it goes the same way, I think, with us as human beings. That is true. Jesus wept. And this. There we go. Oh yeah, for sure. That's like that's something I hear get you know that doesn't get talked about a lot. Is like the fact that Jesus is God, right? And God took the form of a human being, being Jesus, and like he lived through this entire life. Baby to 33-year-old man, like he lived this whole world. He dealt with everything that we deal with on day to day. You know, he worked as a carpenter. He didn't come in here and just, give himself the best life ever. Like, he lived and he dealt with it like everyone else. And he had that real world like experience with us. I think that's cool. So when it says stuff like he cried, or like even my favorite thing is like um that makes me like think of Bartholomew or Nathaniel, however you want to go by it. He went by both names. But whenever Philip brings Bartholomew to Jesus, and Jesus is just sitting there and he's like excited to see him, and he's like, "You don't know me," and Jesus tells Bartholomew like, "Before Philip ever called you, like I knew you." And I essentially like he waited for him, like, because God makes us, He creates us, and it was nice to think and see that He tells him like, before Philip even called you, like I knew you, I knew who you were, I saw you before you were ever called. I think we're gonna have to do this kind of like we did the Spawn video, at least the background that is. I think the turtles are gonna get different colors too. I don't think they're all gonna have the same color. I like the aspect of them being different shades of green. I'm messing with this building right here. I'm just gonna cut it off just a little bit. That's always interesting. I always think about that sometimes. Like, why? Like, what would I ask Jesus if I seen him? I don't ever really know what I would ask for, or like what my question would be. You know? Oh man, I hate those dreams. Those dreams suck. That's a hard one for sure. Think I'm ready to start coloring this? I have no idea. But I'm going to take it out of this holster here. We're going to put it back up here on the main camera. So we get our whole shot there. Now that I got everything repositioned, I can go ahead and start figuring out what colors I want to use for this. We might pull out some of the old colors too, honestly. So I know for a fact Michelangelo's gonna get the lightest shade out of everyone. Go ahead and get that neat eraser here. I feel like a DJ rolling the neat eraser while this is going on. I'm just like, yeah. Oh no, it's sticking to me. Stop it. Bad eraser. Oh man. I remember they gave me communion one time. I was at a Catholic church with my aunt before I became a Christian. Um, and yeah, I was in line and I was supposed to get the ash on my forehead and I wasn't paying attention. You're supposed to have your arms like in an X, like Black Panther X. And I did not. and they gave me the wine and stuff, and I was like, that juice tastes nasty. You were an altar boy? I got called an altar boy, but I wasn't an altar boy. Whenever I started becoming a Christian, that's how they teased me in the electrician field. I'd be like, nah, I can't do that. And they'd be like, altar boy. Oh yeah. I don't know, man. That's why I don't really believe in a priest. I believe in the Christian church, like, you know, having pastors and stuff. I think priests are super holy. I think there are priests who are holy and religious, and I think that they dedicate their life to God fully. But I know, like, at the end of the day, it's just a human being. It's just a man. And, you know, you gotta put all your faith in God. And not, that's why Jesus says, do not put your faith in men. Because, you know, they can be deceivers, even wolves in sheep's clothing, as the Bible says it. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I don't know about all that. This is a little shade, by the way. This is just going to be the base color. Prince of Egypt. Yeah, that was a good one. I think that's everyone's like first Christian cartoon. All right, 236. That's where you used for Michelangelo. I think number 48. So we're gonna go ahead and pull out. This is looking pretty good. I'm trying to debate if I want to go for like the classic yellow, and should go for like a real shellish color. But while we think about that, I think I'm going to use 233. I'm gonna be done with those color. Yeah, have him very pale. What time is it? 7:35. Already. I don't blame you. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Keep an eye out for, I don't know what for. Keep an eye out for the videos, man. If you missed this one, then time lapse will definitely come out, and check out the time lapse. I'm not really sure when the time lapse will come out. I know the Superman video is coming out tomorrow, and then we're gonna do the Jason video after that. So it should be out the day after, so maybe Monday this video will drop. But appreciate you hanging out with us today. Have a safe night. Rest easy. I'm gonna grab one of these old markers here. I need LG9. Add your LG9. Just go ahead and How's everybody doing? Enjoying the show so far? Hopefully. Alright, Steve's Donatello. He's Michelangelo. So I'm gonna grab a number 56. If I can find it. There it is. I'm gonna use 56 for Raphael. Man, I still hear that helicopter outside. Hope everything's alright. How's everybody doing? You guys too quiet for me. That's a 56. We're gonna wait for it to dry up a little bit, then we're gonna use a 46 to go over it. And in the meantime, I'm trying to see what color I want to do Leonardo. Go with a 243. Let's go ahead and zoom in for you guys so you guys can see. I think we may need to take a break on this one, you guys. I don't know if we're gonna finish this one tonight. I'm starting so many big projects. Funny. But Billy, the Power Rangers, he's probably definitely gonna get done tomorrow. And then we'll touch Superman on Friday, probably. So it should be pretty fun. It's only 7:46. Still got some time. We've only been filming for about an hour. Alright, let's grab I got two colors here for Raphael. I don't know which one to use yet. So we're going to start with the lighter shade. And if it's not dark enough, we'll jump to the darker shade. Oh, this might be perfect. No, it's not. Okay. Is it? I don't think this is enough. So we're gonna go ahead and jump to this one here. There we go. See, that's better. That's much better. I don't think that color was dark enough for Michelangelo's. I'm looking at my color chart here, kind of debating. Let's try this one. I'm a little afraid it might be too dark, but we'll see. Oh yeah, that is too dark. It's too late now. Alright. I think we're gonna stop here. Maybe? No? I don't know. Fudge. Trying to figure it out, guys. Trying to figure it out. And I really feel like I messed up Donatello here. Trying to just find a really good way to blend all this. Alright guys, we are hitting the 8 o'clock hour. I don't know if we should stop here, so people can get their rest. Looking at the color chart, trying to figure out what colors I want to use for the shells. Yeah, I think this isn't gonna stop here, you guys. This is the progress we got. We got the colors on turtles, so we gotta ink it and get the rest of the color done. Get that background taken care of. It's probably gonna be a bluish purple night sky, maybe bluish, like a dark bluish sky, purple clouds. I don't know. We'll figure it out though. We always do. And then buildings, I think, would be like a purple blue as well. And then we're gonna have to figure out how to coat the turtles so that way it's they're not too bright. Michelangelo's bright, but I don't want to dull that, you know, because I want them to be different colors and you can tell the different colors, you know. But yeah, this is how we have it so far. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys liked the new angles that we tried. And yeah, tomorrow we will draw Billy. And Friday, I'll leave it up to you guys. We can either touch up on the turtles or we can finish Superman. We can finish the turtles or we can finish Superman. Sorry about that. So Friday, I'll leave it up to you guys. But yeah, tomorrow we will do the Power Rangers. Last Power Ranger, Billy, the Blue Ranger. And then, yeah. Hope you guys appreciate it. Or I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye-bye.